On the 31st of December 2019, I had made a video on why I believed the pharma sector could have a rollicking 2020. Trust me, I had no idea what was coming. I had no idea that a once in a century kind of pandemic was just around the corner. Or that the pharma businesses, which until 2019 were literally shoved off from investor portfolios, would take off. A simple look at the near term and long term demand for pharma stocks helped me come to the conclusion. A conclusion that literally made me sound prophetic when I revisited it a couple of months later. Now, I'm sure you're very keen to know what kind of stocks should you bet on in 2021 since we're in the second wave of the pandemic. So, this again is no prophecy, but I have classified stocks into three categories: the stability, quality, and green stocks. I'm going to tell you exactly what metrics can help you decide which ones to buy this year. Hi, I'm Tanushree Banerjee, editor of Equity Masters Blue Chip Recommendation Service Stock Select. Welcome to Safe Stocks, where we discuss ideas to create and preserve long-term wealth in stocks. If you haven't subscribed to Equity Master channel yet, I would recommend please do so and click on the bell icon to get notifications for my latest videos. So what's your strategy for 2021? How do you decide between the stability, quality, and green stocks? Well, first let's define what are they. By stability, I mean stable income or dividend stocks. They are stable for even when the market is sluggish and the prices don't move. Investors who have bought the stocks cheap can fetch very attractive dividend yields. So these are the dividend yield stocks. Quality stocks are those that make little compromise on growth or profits even during the extreme times like the pandemic. But given the fact that they are so reliable, they do come at a dearer price. Green stocks. Now this is interesting. Pay attention. Green stocks are businesses that either offer solutions or claim to address solutions that cater to environmental issues. So now a whole lot of stocks are called green stocks, whether they're related to electric vehicles or renewable energy or water conservation, and so on. So while some of these stocks are very popular, but they also come with a high degree of risk and could be extremely speculative. Curious to know how these stocks have done over the past 12 months? Well, here's the data I came across. If you leave aside the market cap based indices like the small cap and then the IPO index, then what we can see here is that the ESG index, which is the basket of stocks based on environment, social, and governance parameters, that has done really well. And then there's the GreenX, which is a basket of stocks based on environmental, businesses catering to the environmental issues. So, which clearly means investors have changed these new themes over the past couple of months. So, the one thing that will determine whether these themes or these ideas, if they are pursued in 2021 also, will outperform or not, what you need to look at is the fatigue quotient of these stocks. Why am I saying so? Well, think of yourself as a person racing in the stock markets with your fellow investors. And while there may be some investors who may be in for a short tenure, who may be sprinting, well, would be others who are in a marathon. So, assuming you are a long term investor in a marathon. Now, when you are in a marathon, what you need is stamina. The last thing you can afford is fatigue that forces you to abandon the race prematurely before the finish line, right? So, it is important to judge the fatigue quotient of the stocks you are about to own for a very long period of time. And how do you do that? Again, here there are three parameters: transparency and corporate governance. The business should be extremely transparent with its operations, it's dealing with its customers and other vendors. Concern for consistency in shareholder profits. The business should consistently demonstrate that all its actions for its growth, for profitability, do take into account the concerns of the minority shareholders. And third is capital allocation. Now, when the business is in a growth mode, it can do a lot of acquisitions. It can, raise capacities. It can get into new geographies, new products. But how is exactly the capital allocation done? Whether it is making the balance sheet too risky or not is something you have to take into account. So, to me, the quality stocks fare the best here due to the minimum downside in terms of corporate governance and capital allocation. They do have a proven track record in these parameters. all you need to do is take advantage of temporary blips in their profits or temporary negative sentiments about their performance to buy the stocks at a discount. So, this year, by all means, buy dividend stocks for hedging inflationary risk. And a few green stocks too would go on to become big gainers. So, as long as you're careful about them, you can go ahead and buy them. But finally, the quality ones would be the ones to bet big on, and especially if there's a market correction this year. So if you have any more questions in this regard, please feel free to write into me. I'll be very happy to answer them in my next video. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you soon in my next video. Stay tuned.